Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to do some sandblasting. So we need to get the Skyline out. Let's do it. Alright, we're going to be using the Ryobi Sandblaster. That's an air one, so we have to do this during the day because that is really loud. We need to get this out. It's got a flat battery. Got a charger there. Let's see if I can get it started and moved out of the way. And then we'll put some drop sheets down. We'll clean up. We'll put some drop sheets down. Bring in the spare rear bumper and we'll practice on that before I start hitting this front one, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that we get a good result from the Sandblaster. Alright, so at the moment the battery's on charge for a little bit. We'll clean up a little bit and we'll go find the rear bumper. Also, if this Sandblaster works quite well, we can rip back these panels as well. Give it a bit more. Alright, so the battery's not charging just yet, so it's just in neutral, handbrake off, and I just pushed it back a little bit just so we can do a quick test run on the Sandblaster. So I've got the other one out there. I'll move this towards the back and we'll bring in the rear bumper and we'll set up, we'll put the plastic underneath it and everything and just test a little patch of it, see how it goes with the plastic, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I've got one of the drop sheets down, you can see. So we'll set up, we've just had the compressor going, so it's up to pressure. We'll open up the box, have a look, and we'll shoot that way. Alright guys, so if you've been around a while on the channel, you'd probably know that I tried to do a rear diffuser section in a chopped carbon, so a forged look, and yeah, it didn't go as well as I thought. So I used the wrong resin, and you can tell here it's gone yellow. So learn from your mistakes. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to be hitting this bumper, which has got resin and everything on it, so let's see if that works. This is my original bumper, had quite a bit of damage down here, and that's why I got the other one. Let's open this Ryobi Airwave Sandblaster kit. There's quite a few on the shelf. This was very dusty, so I'm guessing not many people buy them. I hadn't seen one before. It's in the air compressor area. Obviously it's the Airwave one, so yeah. Okay, bigger than I thought. The different nozzles. Cool. We've got some media. I'm gonna have to have a look. Two of them. They're 900ml each. 900 grams. So we won't use too much on this, and I'll probably have to try to find some more media, whatever they use, soda, or I'm not sure just yet. Haven't really researched the whole sandblasting thing. It'll be a bit quicker to rip my dodgy paintwork off than sitting there with the sander for 6 weeks. I've already done it before on this and I don't want to do it again. Alright, I'll leave this and we'll come back. Alright, so I've just read the first page, which is just the content of the box, and on the lid for the safety it says ears, eyes, nose, gloves, whole suit, boots and a hat. So everything. We're going to have gloves, we'll probably double glove. I've got my hat, put some goggles on, or sunnies, or the protective glasses, and I'll wear my mask obviously. And I got my booties on. So these are my garage clothes. I'm not too worried about my clothes. I'll keep reading. Okay, so I've read through it. So we're looking at about 90 psi running pressure for this. So I'll just get the air gun on there and we'll turn it up to 90 psi. Means that it's going to be running most of the time. So I think I've got it at about 110. Yeah, let's set that up. Get some more protective stuff on. Put a nozzle on it and fill it up and give it a little test patch. Hopefully this works quite well. And it's just going to go everywhere. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, I've got it set up. Just need to fill it up with some of the media. I've changed the nozzle, so I've got a nice flat one, so I'll be working in the lines. Yeah, we'll do the air compressor, get some safety gear on, and we'll get it fired up. Alright guys, so I've got a water catcher here, water filter, and this swivel, which I used for painting. Eventually I'll probably change that setup. I'll have that at the compressor, and we'll just have this here. Yeah, I'm ready to fill up the media, so we'll do that. Alright. So it says in the instructions, do not use sand. To find where I can buy this. Anyway, probably Amazon. Alright. It's 11 me. Alright, so the hopper's closed. Once I open that, it'll allow it to come through. So I'm just going to put the air onto it and we'll see. Get all my safety stuff on. This. There we go. I might just sit down and do it. Oh. Alright, so when I was testing out the pressure, I get about 10 seconds of air before the compressor kicks on. So just letting you know, it's going to get loud. So we'll test out this black area and get it back down to plastic. We'll see if it will rip off the resin as well, and see how the plastic looks underneath it. Oh. Not wanting to go on. There we go. I can't see. Alright. Whew. It goes everywhere. Right, it goes absolutely everywhere. Can't do it sitting down. I need sealed goggles. Yeah. I didn't really get much done. Got that done there, and pretty much gone through half of it. And it is everywhere. I need completely sealed goggles. Yeah. Okay. It's a bit of work. I don't know if I should do a whole car in it, because this is taking it back to the white. It's taking the black off. It's gone back to the white. It's taking the grey off and gone back to the white. Yeah, it's everywhere. I don't think that is the right option for this job. Yeah. I guess it's soft enough, the plastic, so, but I don't know how it will go on the silver paint on the other one, because this is just taking the black off to the white. Yeah. Oh, I found a good place for it to live. Goes and sits in there perfect. Awesome. I'm really hoping we can reuse this medium that we have caught, because this would be a very expensive job if you can't catch it all and reuse it. So filter it, clean it, whatever. Is for 500 grams to do this much, you'd be using a ton to do a car. Alright guys, so I managed to pick up quite a bit. So we've got about half of one used. That needs to be filtered before it goes back in. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be using it on this project. Might, I don't know, maybe bad choice, but oh, we've got one now. So let's move on to still sanding. Alright guys, so I've been sanding for quite some time now. I'm going to have a bit of a break and head inside, but when we come out we're going to start filling in all the little dents and nicks and whatnot, and I'll keep sanding as well. So hopefully we can get it ready tonight for primer. Yeah, we'll come back soon. Alright guys, I finally made it back out here. I've got some body filler for bumpers, and I've got some blade putty for the smaller cracks. So we're going to mix up some of this bumper putty for this bit over here where I popped it out. There's some deeper ones, and then for the lighter ones we'll just use the blade putty. So yeah, we'll get that done tonight, and it'll be dry for tomorrow for another sand. So let's do it. Alright, so this was all pushed in and all a bit whacked, so let's see if we can get this fixed up. Starting to harden already. I think I'm done with that actually. It's not spreading very good. So pretty happy with that. Filled in the big bits. We'll move over to the the putty and get these little nicks. Alright guys, here's the blade putty. So this is just really for a very thin coat. It says not to build up more than 3 mil, but I wouldn't even do that. Probably 1. This dries pretty quick too, this one. So hopefully this stays on this plastic. Alright guys, there we have it. Put the filler on. There was quite a few little chips that I couldn't get out with the sand, and then there's some deep scratches from the sand that I thought I'd fill in. So we'll come back tomorrow and give it a sand with probably a 240, make it a bit smoother. And that should be good for a first coat of high fill primer. Still need to do a little bit of sanding. We'll do that with the 240. But yeah, getting there. Alright guys, it's the next day, so now we need to sand this back with some 240. Alright, so I've sanded the whole thing down. We need to fill in a little bit more here with the stop putty. That should be fine. And yeah, need to get my hands on some primer. Alright, so I've got a little bit more on there. We'll come back when that's dry and I'll give that a sand. And hopefully I can get my hands on some primer today, so we can at least clean this up and get a coat of primer, and we can see where we still need to fix. Alright, so I managed to sand this down again. I'm going to go for a high fill or a high build primer, and then we'll make sure everything's all good before we shoot some colour onto it. I have actually been thinking going primer and putting a pearl on it. I wouldn't mind doing a little test piece to see how that would look, because I've still got some pearl over here from obviously that paint job, so I wouldn't mind seeing how a primer would look with a pearl on it, and a clear obviously. I won't do the test patch on this, maybe on the rear bar that I got out there that I was trying the sandblasting on. Alright guys, I am just sanding the smaller areas by hand, and it's taken me quite a while. So I'm actually going to wrap this episode up here. It's past business hours for the paint shop that I go to, so hopefully next episode or the one after we'll get some primer and we'll get it onto the bar. Yeah, just gonna spend some time off camera just sanding this, so next time you see it, it should be fully sanded, ready for primer. If you guys enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next episode. Bye.